And here we go. Can you guys hear me? Is everything right? This is a new little setup we got here. Better picture tonight. Yeah. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. A little better picture. Waiting on Stacy. Try to get the live up in advance. If you guys didn't know the latest, beef prices are exploding in this country, in the United States of America, okay? I talked about this a couple weeks ago. It's not really our topic tonight. I'm just kind of waiting for Stacy. But they're selling fat cows for $6,000 at the sale barn, y'all. There is a beef shortage in America, and this is what President Trump's doing right now. He's going to start buying beef from not America, right? Here we go.
Question is, what do you have to say to U.S. farmers who feel that the deal is benefiting Argentina more than it is them, as they are
Argentina's fighting for its life, young lady. You don't know anything about it. They're fighting for their life. Nothing's benefiting Argentina. They're fighting for their life. You understand what that means? They have no money. They have no anything. They're fighting so hard to survive. If I can help them survive in a free world, I happen to like the president of Argentina. I think he's trying to do the best he can, but don't make it sound like they're doing great. They are dying. All right? They're dying. What do you mean by that?
You guys, our farmers are dying. Inputs are up. Cost of stuff is down. The futures, all that stuff. Stacy reminded me to have my red light glasses on, blue light glasses on. So that's what's going on. We have a lot of farmers around here. Now, what's going to happen is I was explaining to you guys that the farmers are now selling. Usually they keep 3 or 4, 5, 6 heifers back so they can rebuild the herd and everything. And they're not doing that now because the beef is pulling so much money. Let me see if I can find the graph real quick on how much beef is exploding. Hold on, let me find that for you guys right quick because I just posted it the other day on X. And then we're going to talk about some information that Stacy found out that I think you guys are going to find very interesting. Okay, let's see what we got here. I know I have it. Silver is exploding. I know you guys have seen that.
Did you have time to say hi to everyone?
Yeah, I always say hi. You were late.
Well, I mean, not too much.
Where is Dan Bonagino? I haven't seen nothing about that guy. Heard nothing from him. He was all kind of mouthy and pouty at first, and now you don't see nothing about Dan Bonagino. All right, hold on. Let me find this picture here real quick. Where I got a beef price index right here. I know you guys feel this stuff at the grocery store. All of our prices are exploding. This is why you want to live the homestead life. You want to get out there and you want to grow food. Oh, by the way, I posted this picture about Robert W. Kirk. Okay, right there, Robert W. Kirk. This was on Wikipedia. This is who they were trying to say was Kirk's dad. And did you guys know they scrubbed this from Wikipedia? It is now gone. But that's the nice thing about the internet, because once you post it, it's pretty much there forever. So they can't hide it. All right, here we go. Beef prices. Annual cow prices 2003 to 2025. Okay. Look at that graph, y'all. Hold on. Give it a second. Look at that graph. Talk about a hockey stick. OMG. How is the average person going to do it? Look at that thing exploding off the chart. So I know you guys are seeing that on the grocery store shelves and everything else.
People want to know the price of silver now. How do you find it?
Hold on. Turn what? This way?
No,
this way?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. So here is a graph on the silver because I kind of keep up with all this stuff.
Yeah. See, Christian says we didn't have a greeting for everyone.
Yeah, we did. Christian was late too. All right. Here's silver prices, y'all. Look at that thing jumping up. Hold on. Let it focus a little bit. Look at that graph jumping up. Let me see if I can back up so you can see it for real. Right there. Boom. And it's easy to find this information online, y'all. We are at the highest price that silver has been since 2010, 2011.
Ooh, look at it.
Yeah, it's off the chain. Let me get this going up here. Boom.
What are you doing over there? Oh.
That way I can see what I'm seeing here. We got a little new setup for you guys. And so that's just a couple of things, you know what I mean? Like Make America Broke Again is happening right before your very eyes. And then what it is, it's basically like the pot, you know, the slow boil, the frog in the kettle type thing. And make sure you guys hit that thumbs up because it'll notify everybody that we are live every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Tamara says she paid $40 for a 4-pound bottom roast. Ooh.
$40 for a 4-pound.
That's why I'm going
roast.
to tell you guys, now's the time. You know, if you're a person who always goes to the grocery store, you need to kind of go out of your comfort zone and start finding local farmers around. You might need to drive a half an hour, 45 minutes or something like that.
You might need to drive a half an hour, 45 minutes or something like that.
It's worth the
I don't like
drive
that
to get to know your
know your farmer.
providers.
Go to a farmer's market, start talking to them. If they can't help you, they might send you to somebody else. But we need to get as small as we can, as local as we can. I mean, seriously, your money matters. And if these companies aren't getting, you know, customers, then they're not going to do well. So we need to move in closer to your community and support those local farmers.
Enos is an Amish guy that I know. He's heavy in the cow business, and he said it straight up. There's only 4 packers of meat in the United States, and they're starting to feel it now because they've been manipulating prices for so long, and now it's catching up to them. So that's why these prices are very high. They have to pay them too, and it's really going to put a hurt on them. But you got to remember, they're like multi-millionaire billionaires, and we're just the average working schmoes out here.
Yeah, but a lot
so
of
it
us
affects us a lot more.
together can work, and we can make things happen. You know?
All right.
People in numbers.
So tonight, what we're going to talk about is something that Stacy found out about. You know, we all kind of know
I
this
didn't
stuff.
find out about it.
Well, we know this stuff, but a lot of people let this stuff get away from them. You know what I mean? Like they don't understand about their health and nutrition. They don't understand about the old ways. And so what we're going to do is try to remind you guys a little bit about that. If you did order the pearl powder and you ordered it after September 25th, hang in there. We got the next batch in and bagged up doggone it. You guys, some of you guys ordered 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 packs of this stuff. And so we filled 700 more orders since the last time we talked about it. And we didn't get caught up. So we have another batch coming in that I got the biggest batch I could possibly get. And that stuff is on the way. As soon as it gets here, we should be able to get everyone's order out the door. So hang in there if you did order the pearl powder. If you want to get on the list, I'm leaving the link in the comments section right there at the general store. And, you know, if you want to ask about pearl powder, any questions you guys have for us tonight, please leave them in all caps and we'll be able to answer them for you. All right. Holy guacamole. Make sure I hit that thumbs up. I'm doing that right now. Did you do your thumbs up? Boom.
I'll check. I think I need to.
Boom.
Hit
Got
your
2 thumbs up
guys.
right there. Boom. Helps the channel, helps everyone get the message that we're live. All right. And yes, pearl powder has many, many benefits. That's why a lot of people jumped on it. I totally underestimated the response. It's totally my fault. And I am going to make it right. And then once we get this caught up, when you guys order, you'll get it shipped out the next day. Okay.
Yeah, we'll have it.
It's going to be lit like that.
Okay. I was just, you know, today we ordered some chocolate tea at our store. And I was just thinking, you know, a lot of people.
By the way, in case you didn't know, she kind of breezed over that. But we do sell medicinal teas, which is going to be the focus of our talk tonight. And we have chocolate tea, and she's going to talk about that too. And it'll help you kick the jittery coffee, and you might really enjoy it. I'm just saying you might really enjoy it. Go on now.
I'm just saying, so this is what kind of got me on my little premise, because a lot of people are pinching the pennies. Everything costs a lot of money in the stores. And a lot of us are trying to find ways to, you know, help with medicinal type things. We always say to keep educating yourself and learning. But a lot of people have pets, you know, going to the vet is very expensive. You have dogs, you have cats and all that. So I just want to kind of go over real quick with some of you guys. We're just going to kind of talk a little bit about it. I'll give you a book that you might want to, you know, get if you would like more information about it. But using teas that you can find, you know, like grow yourself, you can get it at the store, very inexpensive ways to help with the health of your dog at home. So, you know, like if we look at chamomile tea, it's good for calming, anxiety, anti-inflammatory, if you have soothes a stomach ache. So something like that, you would just brew a tea, very mild tea. You don't want to let it steep forever. Just put it in there a little bit. And generally, you could put a half cup or maybe quarter cup of that diluted in like some of like the dog food. And then they could eat it. A lot of people just put a little in their water. So that's an option. On a lot of these things, if you're not quite sure, if you especially have a sensitive dog or anything, and a lot of people just like things that you might try for yourself. You might try a skin test, maybe put it on their tummy to see if they have a reaction, or maybe try a few drops to see if you have any reaction first. But like I was just thinking, a lot of these things, chamomile, you can grow very easily. And the one recommended for most people use this one as well as like it's good for pets is the German chamomile. And most people, that's what you usually find when you get it, like if you buy it at the store. But chamomile is a wonderful herb, as well as like if you have pain or inflammation, maybe you're not able to afford supplementation, and you can get the turmeric root, you can cut it up, you could, dry it, you could use that in place if you grow it. Or if you just buy turmeric, you can buy turmeric already and you can buy turmeric tea. That might be something you might want to use as well. So that's good for inflammation.
MJ, you can definitely use stitches on your dog. Any cuts and abrasions, it works great for humans and animals. Get your stitches at the link provided.
Nettle is another one that you can find. It grows all over the place. It's an herb. Actually, we're going to probably start carrying it at our store. But nettle is amazing. It's a powerhouse when it comes to the amount of nutrition in nettle. It's wonderful, especially in the spring. Things that grow that come out after winter is things that the body needs, and nettle is another one. It's just loaded. But nettle's good for the kidney health of your dog. So kidneys and nettle are a good one. Rooibos, it's a red tea. It's spelled Roobios. Now, all these teas, it's not recommended, no caffeine for dogs or cats. So rooibos, it's a herbal type tea, and it's a beautiful red tea. And that's a great one to help ease allergies. So them getting that internally. So that's another one. As well as if you're going to do a green tea, you want to make sure you're getting decaf. So you get the decaf tea. Because let's say you're having a dog that maybe needs its metabolism boosted, it's a little overweight, that could possibly help as well. And there's good antioxidants in the green tea too. Moringa, a lot of you guys know moringa is a powerhouse as well. And in tea form, if you have a dog possibly having problems with diabetes or you want to balance the blood sugar, it could be something that could be very helpful with the blood sugar as well. If you have a dog like medicinal mushrooms, there's reishi for stress and anxiety. So a lot of these dogs that possibly might get, freaked out when they have the fireworks or stressed out with loud noises or things like that, or even driving in a car, that could possibly help the dog if that's what you maybe gave some of that in their food before they went on a trip. If they have like elevated liver enzymes, dandelion like leaf or dandelion root tea is just amazing. We carry that at our store as well. But dandelion's one. They grow everywhere. So a lot of these things are very, inexpensive ways that you could treat your animal, as well as all those I just talked about are incredible for humans. Those are all wonderful things. They're going to have calming. Chamomile is good for your calming, helping good for your stomach if you have a stomach ache. Turmeric's for inflammation and pain. Nettle, it's good for your kidneys. It's like a great blood tonic for humans. It's full of nutrition. Rooibos they're all these teas are just loaded with antioxidants. Now, when you talk about antioxidants, and a lot of people just always are like, what's an antioxidant? It helps to fight free radicals, which are all these things inundating our body all the time that could cause you to have disease or cancers or things like that. So it helps to fight that. So those are good. As many high antioxidant things we can get in our body, the better. You need all these things. You don't want to just keep putting junk in it, not doing anything, because eventually something's going to happen and Rome will fall. You know what I mean? So we want to keep this good antioxidant rich stuff in our bodies.
So we talked about the beef and the beef prices, but what's so special about lamb meat? Why do we raise sheep?
Well, I mean, I love lamb meat. It's just it's high nutrition. It has DHA. So it's very good.
Look that up.
And so it definitely lamb meat is, if you're looking at red meat, you have your wild game like your elk, there's bison, deer, lamb, beef. Those are all really very wonderful meats. Just as long as making sure you find a local farmer. Do you want to know how many, if you found just like a local farmer there's like a lot of these guys that are there. They'll have a few cows that they want to sell every year. You can just find someone like that, or go into a small town, go to a breakfast place and just start talking to people. And they'll say, oh yeah, Ralph over here around the corner, he's got some cows ready for sale.
Ralph!
And they're ready to sell. They really are. So, just keep talking. Or I would recommend for a lot of you guys, go to some of these sale barns when they have them. Some days go to the different counties, different ones. They'll have them around your area. They have them like on a Wednesday or a Thursday or a Friday or a Saturday or every other Saturday. So different counties will have these sale barns where they're selling animals, or they're selling cows, or your larger animals, or you'll have your smaller animals, or they just sell different things. And then that way you can network and find a lot of people that maybe you're not used to, seeing. And then it's like your whole world is opened up.
I just want to talk about the lamb for a quick second, but go back to the teas. No, thank you.
No, you can. Okay. So like cats, if we talk about cats are a little different because they're a little more finicky, and they're, they really can't tolerate quite as much as like dogs can. But same thing, chamomile is, if you have an anxious cat, helps at stomachs. It's anti-inflammatory. But what I want you to remember, especially for cats, like on their tummies, do the little test, put a little bit on there, like on a cloth after you brew the tea. Just make sure you're going to brew the tea. Just steep it for a few minutes, take it out, and then maybe get a cloth and put it on their tummy to see if any reaction. And then for a cat, I would just put a few drops maybe in their food and see if you get anything, because you don't want to do too much. And then if it's okay, you might want to put, a little bit more in there and see if it helps. Another one, catnip. They give catnip, they go crazy with it, but it acts the other way. It can also calm them and kind of make them kind of more mellow. So those are a couple that work pretty well. If you also look at like natural antibiotic type things you can use, my choice that I really, really love is just Manuka honey. So Manuka honey, you can put it in the water. You can, like, even on a cut or a gash or something. I mean, you guys know our story on our cat. It had gotten mauled. The whole neck was open. I didn't know what to do. I just used the tea to clean it. So here, let's say, how a lot of dogs get real itchy and red on their tummies, like between their legs and all on here. And
we're drinking hot tea, that's why.
It's all red. So here is a great thing. Instead of going and buying like a prednisone or getting something at the vet where you're spending a lot of money, you can get peppermint tea. You can grow peppermint very easy. It grows crazy. Or, you can go to the store and buy peppermint tea. Make a tea. You put the water in it, let it cool, get a nice cotton cloth or a linen cloth or, some kind of cloth. And then just gently put it all over the dog's belly, and just kind of help. And that really will ease the allergies. So that's something that's very cheap and effective ways that could help. You could, do that on a cat as well. But like I say, just check and see if you notice anything happen on the cat or something.
These glasses are called blue light glasses. If you're around the computers a lot, or LED lights in your home, or maybe you watch a lot of Samsung TV, you might want to invest in some of these glasses. They're from Raw Optics. I don't care where you get them from. That's just where we got them from. And they help keep your circadian rhythms in check, because that's when your body is healing the most, is when you're sleeping. So if you guys are staying up late and you're playing on your devices at all hours of the night and morning, first thing you do is check your phone in the morning. That is making you sick and messing you up. Back to the tea.
Well, I don't know. This is kind of going away from the tea, but like I really do like Manuka honey. So you can put a little bit in some water, dilute it. You can pour it on.
Didn't we just talk about that? We talked about that in the university like last week or the week before. If you guys don't know, we have university.offgridwithdouandstacy.com. And it's very good time. We talk live every Wednesday night. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Live every Wednesday night. And we hope to see you there if you want to become a member. That helps with, support what we're doing here. University.offgridwithdouandstacy.com. Is goldenrod good medicinal plant?
Goldenrod and that's usually, a lot of people think in the fall time or in the late spring that people are allergic to the goldenrod, but it's not the goldenrod, it's the ragweed, because the ragweed has teeny, teeny, tiny seeds and it blows all over. So a lot of times for allergies like that, goldenrod could be a very helpful, like you make a tincture or make a tea out of it. It could be very helpful and see. But for all you guys, just always, if you're not sure, if you're allergic to something, you can just try a patch test on your skin, or, just take a couple drops and see if if you're affected by it.
If you have any questions, just put them in all caps. We'll do our best to answer them.
All right. So Manuka honey for cats,
the highest number you can find, made from New Zealand. You guys get the highest number you can find.
And then just make sure it's 10 and above. So then colloidal silver is also a great natural antibiotic. And actually, there's something called, olive tree, olive leaf extract, and do some research on this too, is I think one of the top natural antibiotics for cats. It's olive leaf extract. And believe it or not, you guys, I love olive leaf. It's very helpful to help fight from anything going on in your body. I love it. I love olive leaf tea. I actually wanted to carry it at our store, and it's really hard to find. And so a long time ago, I was at Trader Joe's and I found an olive tree, and it's a little tree. And I've been keeping it. I'm ready to transplant it. And I just love the darn thing. I want it to grow because I want to use the leaves to make into teas, because they're very, very, very medicinal and helpful for you. So
what's the shelf life on tea usually?
Tea, just the big thing is, you don't want to put it out in the sun. You don't want to have it hot, like boiling hot in there. If you just keep it at room temperature, in the pantry someplace, it can last, a while. Just know every year it's going to lose a little effectiveness. Okay. I mean, I know a lot of people will use herbs and things that might be 5 years old. They're just not going to be as potent, is all.
So, I mean,
you're going to
easy.
get something. Oh, sure. Oh, gosh, yes.
If you're getting our chocolate tea, you want to bring your water to a boil, push it off to the side, let it chill for a little bit. Tea in our stainless steel strainer or a tea bag, a non-bleeding, good tea bag, and then you put it in there, and then you put in a dash of maple syrup, and then boom. That'll be your new hook, boy. That'll be your new favorite tea.
So I have a really good book. His name's Greg Tilford, and it's called Herbs for Pets. So I know you guys are stocking up on books. Get that book, because that can really keep you pretty well versed. Greg Tilford, Herbs for Pets. And the other books I could give you for animals are anything by Dr. Karen Becker, Forever Dog and Forever Life. Those are incredible books to raise a dog, holistically and naturally. Feeding it real food, giving you lots of options, choices, recipes, everything like that. So those are all really good ideas, because, they're popping up those dog clinics all over the place.
A lot of the ailments from your dogs are caused from the kibble that you're feeding them, right? So the itching, the ears, the eyes, all these problems, the cancers are from the vaccines. I didn't say that. But all this stuff that you guys are doing to your dogs, they're doing this on purpose, and they're creating $1 billion business out of it. They want your dogs, just like you, sick and getting sick care all the time.
Okay, so as a lot of you guys know, Doug, and I wasn't going to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it.
We're doing it.
I think it's real cool. So Doug loves chocolate tea.
I do love it.
When we had gone to Hawaii many, many years ago, and that's one of the reasons why we started carrying it, because that's where we get it from.
Because that's the only place in the United States you can get it.
Yeah, other countries do it, but United States, Hawaii's the only one that can grow it. So the antioxidant property in cacao from the cacao husks that we have the tea from.
Yeah.
Many say that the antioxidant level is far superior to even blueberries. The vitamin, the count of it's good for your heart health. There's magnesium and potassium in there, and as well as calcium. And those are all crucial things that the heart needs for it to be healthy. Because the problem is, with most of us, a lot of sickness and disease happens because your minerals are getting low. We talk about the cell salts. You can go to Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, Dr. Cowan's spot on our little list there, whatever you call it.
Scroll
and
down.
We talk about the cell salts, because basically most people are getting sick because you're having an imbalance in minerals.
Yeah.
So same thing. If you eat these foods that are high in vitamins and minerals, that's just going to help. That's higher in the antioxidants. Because if you think about a bank, and you keep taking money out and keep taking money out, eventually you're going to be broke.
Yo,
that's what's going to happen to you if you're not putting good stuff in it and things like that can collect interest that have these high antioxidant properties.
This is the big lie about salt, right? Because they tell you not it's going to give you high blood pressure and all this stuff. That's what sodium will do. And that's what they've done. They've taken like Redmond salt, grinded it through these big tubs where they steal all the magnesium and all the minerals that your body needs. And then they only give you the white bleach salt. So when your doctor tells you that stuff, Redmond salt is the best. It has the best minerals. It has all of them that you need. But what they do is they steal the minerals out of the ground, put that salt, not Redmond. This is how you get white salt that's bad for you. Just listen up now. And then they steal all the good minerals out of that salt. And the last bath from the salt is called sodium. And that's the sodium that they bleach and bag up and sell to you. And that's why when you ingest white, bleach, nasty salt, that's what causes your body to have problems, because you need all the minerals, not just the sodium. So when you get Redmond salt that has all the minerals that your body needs, locally produced here in the United States, I might add, by a great family company, then that's when your body is going to start reacting very kindly to it. And you're going to feel and notice the differences. Okay. So scroll down to our link, Redmond salt, buy in bulk. We use it for fermenting and everything else. But that's just one example on how you're being robbed via the food. The food you eat is supposed to be nourishing to your body. It is supposed to be your medicine. They have bastardized and broken down the food system and highly processed all the food you eat, which I have Dr. Cruz on record stating that this is part of the MK Ultra program, the mind control program, because they're starving your body of the minerals that you need and your brain can function properly. If you want to hear that message from him, let me know in the comment section, or I'll do a video about it coming up.
Yeah, Sheila says we have to educate ourselves.
That's right. Knowledge is power.
So the chocolate tea is basically, it's like a natural stimulant. So it is very gentle and very effective. It's good at mood enhancing. It has something called theobromine. It has caffeine effects, but it's not caffeine. It will give you energy, but you're not going to have the jitters or the crash. It's just very gentle. And it's sort of like giving yourself a big hug. So it's wonderful like that. Opening up the blood vessels. It's great for your blood pressure. Like I say, your heart health, and it's power packed with zinc and all those potassium and magnesium. And did you know it's the highest plant source, cacao, highest plant source of iron? Did you guys know that? And like I was saying, it's very higher than blueberries. A lot of people are saying, it might be around there a little higher. So I think that's totally cool because he loves it and he cannot go a day without it. I did the chocolate mint. Yeah, I do the chocolate mint. We have chocolate mint at our store and the regular chocolate. And I was thinking about even doing orange chocolate. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
that might be good too. So that's it. And then as well as it also helps with the digestion. There's like kind of fiber in it. It helps the digestion. So those are just a few things with the chocolate tea. So I'm just trying to, and especially at our store, I'm trying to bring things that can be helpful for people. Like we talk a lot, just recently this summer, we started carrying the hibiscus tea. Mm-hmm. What color is hibiscus? It's a very bright, purpley, pinkish red color. Good for your heart, your blood vessels, helping with blood pressure, heart health, and all that. As well as it's very good at hydrating for the skin, anti-aging. Very, very high in the teas. If you want to look at a good source of vitamin C, it's great tea to drink cold. So if you're wanting to stop drinking a lot of iced tea, because black iced tea is very diuretic and it's not good to drink a lot of it. I know a lot of people drink dark tea all the time. So this way it could be a nice alternative where you're going to also get vitamin C, because you need vitamin C to help produce your collagen, to help with anti-aging. We need vitamin C because your body doesn't produce it naturally. So you have to get it from other sources. So that's something else.
And yeah, there is a book called Eating for Your Blood Type, and it is a pretty good read. So you might want to check that out.
There's quite a few different ones. And if you guys don't want to invest in a book about the blood type, you can Google it. It's Dr. Peter D. Adamo, Eat Right for Your Type. And then you can put what blood type you are. And if you don't know your blood type, there's kits you can get and you can check and see what you are.
If you guys want to get some chocolate tea, the link is right here, right there underneath Doug and Stacy's comment. And also, I'm being quiet tonight because you guys tell me to be quiet. And then when I'm quiet, then you guys are saying, why are you so quiet? I'm letting Stacy give you guys this information, y'all.
But I just want, I just want you guys to know that in what's coming and how expensive groceries and things have gotten at the store, there's other options. If you can't afford to go buy like a bunch of tinctures, or you don't know how
you can actually make them with our teas, our medicinal teas. You can make tinctures out of them. We've got lots of videos on how to do it. You can drink the teas. Our mullein tea, you can smoke the mullein tea. I mean, there's so much ways you can use this stuff.
And then our friend Dr. Patrick Jones, you guys can find him also on our Off Grid with Doug and Stacy website. And he has a lot of books on herbs. So if you want to, learn more about herbs, you can do that as well. So just, the big thing is we're talking about knowledge is power, trying to find ways that we can keep ourselves healthy without having to spend a lot of money.
And you guys can support what we're doing.
Yeah, that too.
That's good, right? That's why we started the Missouri Tea Company, is so we could provide you guys with products that are actually going to affect your life, and you're going to be better off for it. And it kind of helps us what we're doing here.
Okay, let me talk about another one that I like. So a lot of people just think it's weird sometimes, and not as many people are into this, but then once people have tried it, they love it. And it's matcha tea. So if you're familiar with green tea, and everyone knows it has wonderful antioxidant properties, but matcha tea, which is it's the young leaves of the green tea, and it's a very high quality green tea, and it's ground to a powder, and it's just a much better grade. It's got 10 times more nutritional properties than regular green tea.
Oh, matcha. We have matcha too, ceremonial grade matcha. Hold on.
Let me finish talking about it real quick. So you do jitter-free clean energy boost.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing. It helps with your digestion. It helps with your skin. It helps with anti-aging. It is loaded with antioxidants. Just huge. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful stuff. The one thing that I think is just really amazing is it does help increase your short-term focus, your memory, your reaction time. So like if you're getting ready to take a test, or you're going to have a big project you have to present, or you got to go do a speech, or you have to be on, or you're going to meet somebody new, this might be something, because it does give you that wake up and you feel really good and energized, but it's just very natural, because it's just very relaxed. Like probably within 20 minutes or 30 minutes or so, you'll start feeling it, but it's not like coffee at all.
And we do ship to Canada, y'all. And there might be some ads in the live. Whoopee, get over it. Just click the skip button. I mean, come on. That's YouTube doing that stuff. We make 2 cents or something. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
So also the matcha green tea has an amino acid called L-theanine, which is really good for your focus. And it also helps with like relaxation, as well as the other end, alertness. So it kind of just keeps you like mellow, but alert, and just feeling good. So I know a lot of people will say that if you could pick something, that just kind of helps with your health, like a healthier lifestyle, if you can do the matcha tea, it's great.
And we ship we ship our matcha tea in glass. Okay. That's how high grade it is. It's ceremonial. It's very nice and fresh. So we even go the extra step and ship it to you in a glass container. Go ahead. I like what?
I like to, the thing about it, you only need like a little bit, like a fourth of a teaspoon. You can do half a teaspoon. It just start with a little, you just add some water to it. You can add your favorite sweetener. I love honey, raw honey in it. And I like to drink it cold, and I'll put it over ice. You can do it like that. Or if you want to add a little raw milk into it, you can make like a latte. It's just amazing. It tastes incredible.
And Cindy says we even ship it with a small spoon, because we do, y'all. It is plastic, but that's all we can find. But yeah, we even send you guys a small spoon with it. Stacy, what do you do for the little bugs in the house plants?
You can just do like a little spray. Get some like Castile soap, just a little couple squirts and some water, and just spray your plant with it, and then just wipe it off, and then just keep wiping until you get them all off. But make sure take it outside and give it a bath. If you can, wash it all off, keep it outside. The sunlight will help a lot. So if you have a house plant, especially during the summer months, give them a bath, wash them all off really good, keep them outside, and that can kind of help a lot. So during this time, if you can get them out right now, I would do that too. Sunlight can heal a lot of things. But if it's a house plant, don't put it in the direct sun. Just kind of put it on your porch.
And we dig red light therapy. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so white tea.
Lily, you order from right here, offgoodwithdougandstacy.com, and then hit the shop tab. But here's the link. You can click it directly right now under the Off Good with Doug and Stacy comment with the check mark by it.
Yeah, so Sissy wants to know about white tea. Yeah, white tea is great.
Does matcha taste like grass?
It's a little bit earthy, but when you add some honey to it, it's really, really nice. Once you kind of drink it, and add a sweetener, it's really good. I don't like it hot as well. It is a little bit more earthy, but then when you add a little honey to it, it's great with ice. And I just sip on it. You don't need to just sip on it a little bit. And then, like I say, if you add, there's people who don't like that stuff, and you put a little milk in it, some raw milk, and people are like, "Ooh, this is really good." All the Amish love it now. They all love it. So, but it is good. It does if you didn't get enough sleep or you just need to be on, this stuff will get you on. And it does help your memory. And then Sissy was asking about white tea. Yeah, white tea is great. Usually it's a little higher grade. And white tea is perfect.
Let's see. Somebody said they made your fermented salsa per your recipe, fresh veggies and Redmond salt. It was very vinegary. Can I fix it?
Vinegary?
Yeah. Not if you made the salsa.
Well, salsa is just, you fermented it with the salt? Well, how long? Anything fermented is going to kind of get a pickling kind of taste to it. So if you're going to ferment it, let's say you let it set out for 2 days, you might want to eat it sooner than later. The only time I would think it doesn't taste like vinegar, it just kind of tastes tart, I guess you would say. I've had them that are a year and a half. They're just much more tart. And generally with those, what I'll do is you can blend them up so they get more liquid and drink them kind of like a tomato juice.
I wouldn't say electroculture keeps bugs away, but I will say it does.
It's going to keep a stronger plant where the bugs won't be.
Right, because bugs only eat disease, just like your body. That's why you get sick, and then you get these parasites, and you get all this stuff. The healthier you are, the healthier your plants are, the less of that infectious you will get.
Okay. Let me also want to I'm only going to talk about one more tea. Another one that's great, and a lot of times people now, there's some dandelions that are popping up at the end of the year. Usually in spring are the best, gentlest, or the mildest ones, which are dandelion. Dandelion leaf, root, flower, stems, any part of the dandelion is wonderful. It's a bitter herb. It's incredible for digestion. It's wonderful. It's a prebiotic. So what it does is it helps feed the gut bacteria, which is amazing. Dandelion is an incredible one. It helps promote your liver function. It's very detoxifying. It's absolutely amazing. It's wonderful because it helps flushes out toxins out of the body as well. So dandelion is a totally underrated plant, herb, whatever you want to call it. It helps support your immune, helping with the white blood cells. It has anti-cancer properties. So dandelion leaf and root tea is another amazing one.
That's a good detox tea.
It stimulates your bile production to help break down fats as well. It's just a powerhouse as well. So just like with a lot of these teas, if you're pregnant or if you're, breastfeeding, or like with dandelion, if you have any major kidney issues, always check, with your health practitioner.
Yeah, they're going to tell you not to do it.
Well, but just check with the dandelion. But I'm just telling you guys, look into some of these teas, get some herb books, checking. There's some book. Oh, I have a book. What is it called?
She has a book.
It's about teas.
It's a tea book.
And it's in the other room. And it just it talks about different teas that you can make to help with all different. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. You want to talk while I go see what it is? I have a book that's next door that has a lot of teas, and there are different blends you can put together that help with different problems. Because if you can make your own little area, just get a bunch of mason jars and start collecting some of these teas, putting them in the jars or tea bags, or, you're also it's so much better for you guys to get whole bulk tea that aren't in the tea bags, because you get a lot more bang for your buck. It's less expensive that way, and you get a lot more. And then that way you could put it in a tea ball, or you can get like regular, You can buy tea bags, and actually, we've been trying to sell those tea bags too, where you can get it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go get this book. But if you can start your own little tea store at your house, and then that way, whenever
Not
you need
tea
it,
store, but just have it on hand.
well, that's your own,
Yeah, that you get from us, and then
like
you
a
have
tea
it on
bar.
stash.
It's a
Right.
little tea bar. So then you're going to go ahead and have your little tea bar. So if you need to make a tea and spray it on, like your dog's tummy, the peppermint tea, or however, and then that way you'll be ready. Or if you have an upset stomach, you might have a little chamomile, or like we have the Rest and Digest that helps if you have your upset tummy, or if you want to relax and go to sleep at night. All these things are really, really helpful that you can use.
I don't know why our connection's always so junky. Look at that.
Yeah, why is it?
I don't know. Like, we're even using something different tonight. I'm trying all different things. It's just crazy. And ceremonial doesn't mean like, somebody did the ooby-jooby prayer over it or anything. It's basically just a term for high quality matcha, and that it was, the young, most tender, first flush tea leaves, which are carefully steamed, dried, and stone ground to a very fine powder.
So it's just basically like if if you would have your
it just means the highest quality.
Yeah, it's when you have your fancy china when people come over, it's just more when you have a bigger event you would use that.
Yeah,
but
I mean nobody's doing the Vooty Hooty dance over
so
it.
So here's the thing. Mostly for matcha, if you're gonna consume it, if I'm gonna consume it, I'm gonna do the ceremonial because it's the highest quality.
Great.
The other matcha that you get that's cheaper is they like to use that more for baking.
Yeah.
So, but if I'm going to consume it, I'm going to do the better one.
All right, she's going to go grab that book. I'm going to find the Dr. Cruz video that I was going to share with you guys since there was some interest in that. I'm going to see if I can find it right quick. Oh my gosh, y'all. There's so much going on. It's just hard to keep up with everything, isn't it? All right, I think I can find this for you guys. In case you didn't know, Dr. Jack Cruz, he's a 30-plus year neurosurgeon. He knows his stuff. He talks about, all this stuff. He had to move out of the country. He wants to decentralize. I would do a religious video, but I don't think you guys can handle it. But he wants to decentralize medicine and stuff. I'll play this for you, but I'll probably still do a video on it because, a lot of people might not be watching this live show. Let's see. Where are you at, Dr. Cruz? Here we go.
Leptin melanocortin
pathways in the brain
begin to realize that they can use light frequencies to destroy the leptin melanocortin pathways in the brain to control people. They don't need LSD. They don't need mescaline. They don't need anything else. Okay? And the reason why this program gets changed is during its evolution, they find out that people that have heavily melanated skin are the most difficult to control. Okay? So there's another DARPA program that you may have heard about. I'm sure Whitney Webb and Mark Godwin have heard about it, but have never linked it to this story. It's called the Targeted Individual Program. In other words, how you control people utilizing remote technology. Well, who's the guy that actually really discovered this whole thing? Alan Fry. Alan Fry's looked at a good guy in my world. Why? He's the first guy that showed that when you zap a brain with any type of electromagnetic radiation, it opens the blood-brain barrier. So you can take bad shit and get it in. What magically happens in the United States at that time? People start making processed food. What also magically happens? Drugs start to come on market, and they have a lot of fillers and preservatives in them. Guess what? All those fillers and preservatives and all the fake processed shit was really about. It was about figuring out how to get toxins from your gut into your brain so that you can electromagnetically target them. That is actually what happens between MK Ultra into SRI.
I mean, holy guacamole. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show, folks. Sometimes it's almost better if you were just hanging out like before and you didn't know anything. Because this stuff is deep and heavy, boy.
That's why we're going to be all drinking tea. So the name of the book is The Good Living Guide to Medicinal Tea. Jennifer Brown.
Jennifer Brown. Downtown Jennifer Brown.
It's so blurry.
Medicinal tea. Yeah, don't shove it up there because then that's what messes it up. But it's just called medicinal tea.
It's called The Good Living Guide to Medicinal Tea by Jennifer Brown.
Yeah.
So in it, what I think is I like this is it just talks about pain, hyperactivity, hangover, diarrhea, What else does it have? Detox.
Yeah, it's
Bone
okay
health,
that you vacuum sealed your Mullen tea. That'll just help keep
adrenal
it
health,
fresh.
stress, menopause, inflammation, depression, cholesterol, blood pressure, yeast infections. And it has everything. And it just gives you simple things that you might even have, you know, like anise. You get star anise, which is like a little, you know, spice. Burdock, cinnamon, chamomile, dandelion. And it just goes and it goes through and gives you some just simple teas that you can put together. If you don't have 3 of them that they say, just use 2 of them. And I just love this. It's got really cute, easy recipes that you guys can get out of it. So it's called The Good Living Guide to Medicinal Tea by Jennifer Brown.
And milk thistle's great. It's awesome.
Very wonderful for your liver. Milk thistle's incredible. And it grows everywhere. So yeah. I mean, I only talked about a couple. There's like so many. And I know you guys are giving me tons of them. There's tons of them. But I just want you guys to start thinking about this stuff, because sometimes you say you know it, but are you starting a little stash of little mason jars with the teas in it so that you can use it if you need it in an emergency?
And we don't use grounding sheets. We use linen sheets.
And we go barefoot.
And we go barefoot a lot. And we're outside a lot in the sunshine.
And in the winter, you guys, I'm serious, go hug a tree.
Go hug a tree. Be outside.
Outside.
It's statistically proven that farmers that are outside working the dirt and being outside, they live longer.
Hands in the dirt. You can wear your boots and put your hands in the dirt. I mean, you just really we have to go back to the basics. That's what it's all about.
Good Times Homestead. That's before I did more homework. That's what I'm saying, man. You guys cannot handle these truths, right? And once you know them and you really study them and you learn this stuff, holy guacamole, man. Your whole life is a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. But yeah, I probably would never talk about it here. We've talked about it a little bit in the university.offgoodwithdougandstacy.com, and a lot of people canceled because they don't want to hear it. It's too feel good to be out here in religious land. You know what I'm saying? And that's how all this stuff is doing. It's controlling you and messing with you. Yeah, and they know it.
Tamara says she feels better when you're outside, spending it outside. It does. Just know, getting that first morning sunlight is so crucial to the rest of your day. And don't eat anything sugary, like a bunch of bread and pasta and crackers and sweets.
I hate to do
cinnamon
this.
Rolls.
I'm sorry.
Are you going to read about it?
I'm sorry, Stacy. According to Ayurvedic medicine, drinking water stored in a copper vessel, such as the copper water bottles or cup, the cup from us by sure, on an empty stomach, detoxifies and cleanses your digestive system first thing in the morning. Copper helps stimulate this. By the way, we are on limited supply of copper cups and we won't be getting any more in stock. Copper helps stimulate the stomach muscles to move waste products through the intestines and out of the body. Copper kills bacteria, the 2 common bacteria that cause serious illness. Copper also helps prevent bacteria that causes diarrhea from drinking bad water. Drinking from a copper cup has been shown to boost the immune system and improve digestion. It also helps with your melatonin or your melanin, the pigment that mitigates your color of your skin, your eyes, and your hair. It also helps regenerate the topmost layers of your skin. Y'all, this is why they got rid of copper lines and they started feeding you the plastic lines. It's no joke. Just to read pearl powder a little bit. Pearl powder is a finely milled powder, ground to powder particles, 1/1,000,000th of a meter. It is kosher in case you care about it. So it can be easily absorbed in the skin and body. It is used to beautify a number of purposes, to lighten and brighten the skin. It reduces activation of, say it, tyrosinase, and add luminosity to the skin. It is also known for its antioxidant properties that protect the skin from free radical stress. Pearl powder can range, ours is seawater, by the way. There's seawater pearl powder and there's freshwater pearl powder. Seawater is the best product on the market. And ours is third-party tested. And we even provide the COA as a PDF that you can download and read for yourself. Pearl powder can range anywhere from the elixir of youth to cure all for many of life's ailments. The use of pearl powder reduces the appearance of scars, stretch marks, the fine lines and wrinkles. It accelerates the skin's rejuvenation process and creates more visibility, radiant skin. The protein extract of pearl powder exhibited in the highest oxidant activity, as well as effectively to prolong the lifespan and show anti-aging properties. Okay, just on and on this goes. You can read it for yourself. Also, what I'll be doing soon is adding more information about pearl powder. Use up to a 1/4 teaspoon every day. You could put it in your smoothies. You could sprinkle it on your salad. You could just drink it with a little bit of filtered water. You can mix it and then put it as a paste, as a face mask, and then take that off. And there's so many. So you can put it with castor oil and you can rub it around your eyes. It is known to improve eyesight. You can make Stacy's tooth powder, which is in her books, and we've done videos about it. Just type in tooth powder off-grid Doug. You can add some of that into your tooth powder. This stuff whitens your teeth, strengthens your jaws and teeth.
Your bone health.
It is so good for you, this stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why you don't know about it, y'all.
But we don't have anymore. People have to wait for that.
No, but if you get some, you can get some, but just don't be bugging about when it's coming, because as soon as we got this next big batch coming, it's the most I could order. And when it gets here, we'll get all caught up. And then after that, orders will go out like the next day, like we used to be. Most of our stuff is next day. We get it right out to you. If you're in Canada, we can ship it to you. Wherever you are in the world, if you want to pay for the shipping, we can ship it to you. And we'll get that out to you guys, and you can start using it. And when you reorder, just rest assured, I was overwhelmed by the first little bit of, you guys jumping on it. And so we're playing catch up right now. And I don't like that, but that's what we're doing. So just be patient with getting the pearl powder. And as soon as it gets in, we'll be caught up. And then we'll be caught up enough to where when you order it in the future, because you're going to want to reorder. It's 2 ounces in a Mylar bag, and you'll be able to reorder and get it shipped out the next day. Okay. So I'm just letting you guys know. Everything that we have is for your good.
Justin says, warning, if you hug a tree, make sure it isn't covered in poison sumac.
Or poison ivy.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to wrap it up this evening. We got stuff to do. Hopefully we'll see you guys in the university. We're live every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yeah, last week in the university, we talked all about the uses of vinegar, which was really good. So we're talking about things that you need in cases of, stuff happens and you need something that has 1 million uses. Vinegar was one of them. And we did about 1 million uses, I think, right, you guys, that were there. So it's pretty neat.
No, I won't be doing that, Sharon. I talk about whatever I want to talk about, and that's just how it is. I'm sorry. I have 1,500 videos. Can you imagine doing the same thing every year for 10 years? You know what I'm saying? And then keeping some of your true thoughts and things that you're studying and stuff quiet. I mean, it just gets, stale and old. Every day you have to wake up and do the same thing and videotape it and talk about it over and over. Everything's seasonal. It's all the same. If you want to watch those videos, just go back and watch them. There's 1,500 videos of them. And I'm telling you guys, pretty soon they'll outlaw this way of life. They'll create data centers and solar panel fields around you. They're coming into these rural towns like nobody's business. They want to gobble up all the land and just they're trying to force us, in a way to get out of here. And they're doing that. All the little small towns are starting to feel the pressure. So I just talk about whatever I want to talk about. And, the ones that you don't like, just don't watch them. It's just that simple. I mean, I can't be all things to all people. I'm not Obama. I'm not President Trump. I'm not everybody's everything. I mean, I just talk about what's on my mind, what I find interesting, and it's just to help you along so you can see you've been jacked. You've been bamboozled since birth. Your whole life is a Rockefeller stage show. Trump tells you everybody's from Central Casting. Go watch the video where they brought all the generals in. One of the first things he says, look at all those generals out there. They're all from Central Casting. I mean, you guys, I don't even think you can grasp the magnitude in which the lie is that you're living on the daily. You know what I mean? So that's all. I'm just trying to bring that to your awareness. And really what sparked all this stuff was the lie on COVID, right? They're killing people with this bio shot, still offering it today at the pharmacies. Remember before they had to have biohazard suits and kept at a special temperature. And now you can roll into Burger King and get one with your Whopper. I mean, this is how clown world it is. But you won't ever see this stuff if people aren't pointing it out, right? So I felt that I had a platform, and it's done well for us. I'm getting the word out, and people are waking up. And some people just don't even understand. Even the Charlie Kirk is nonsense. Even this Hamas thing. Y'all, the IDF in Israel, they started Hamas. I can show you a video where, what's his name? Who's the doctor guy with his son that's in politics?
Rand Paul?
Rand Paul talks about it. The IDF started Hamas. You guys, this is all clown world stuff. Okay, they do this stuff on purpose, and you saw some of the Israelis booing when they mentioned Netanyahu, because Netanyahu, they even said it to your face when they released these so-called hostages who haven't lost a pound of weight in 2 years being in captivity. They are out there saying that Netanyahu was holding this whole thing up, but then him and Trump get together because they're best buds, and then they release the hostages so he can win the Nobel Peace Prize. This whole thing is all a stage show. And I'm just trying to drive it home so you can understand that you're being bamboozled. The most capable hand is at the end of your wrist. Learn how to grow food or find people that do so you can buy local food. Get out of these grocery stores. Get away from your big pharma doctor who lies to your face and basically injected you. Some of these doctors made over $1 million injecting you with this bioweapon. And people don't know this stuff. And it's sick care. It's not health care.
So that's why we just want to empower you guys to learn some of these things and just try to make these changes that you can take care of yourself. You know, we talk about these things, you know, like the cell salts and the teas, you know, and then someone just asks, can you drink too much water? Well, the thing is most of us are drinking water and it's not absorbing in your body. It just goes right through you. You know, we need to do a few things to our water.
They stole everything that's good for you and have made it bad, like the fluoride in the water, the chlorine, the chloride, the food system's highly processed. All the minerals and vitamins are gone. You know,
So just remember with your water, you need to do a few things with it. No matter where you are, no one should be drinking tap water.
Tap water is not fit for human or animal consumption.
No, nothing. Your garden, nothing.
And your
poison.
Your skin is the largest organ on your body. So you warm that junk up, and then you stand in the shower for 20 minutes taking a shower, and your body is not.
Then you're breathing that.
Oh
those
my
poisons
gosh.
too. I mean, there's thousands of medicines that people take. There's fluoride, chlorine, and who knows what else they're putting in the water that they could put in there. So make sure you get some type of filter, a whole house filter, or you can buy one at Home Depot or Lowe's for your shower. You can get one for your sink. Then, you know, if you have reverse osmosis or something, and then you can structure it. And our friend at tmhw.net, she's got all the structure units. You can get them for your house, whole house units. You could get individual ones. Like I take one if we go anywhere, I travel with it, where it'll structure the water because your water has a memory. So where it came from, just think it's all like, oh, and then when it goes into the body, it knows it has an erased memory pretty much. And then it goes into the body. It's easy to absorb in the cells. And then from there, once you structure it, then you can put like a pinch of unrefined salt, like we like real salt in it to remineralize it. And then there we have our beautiful water that's going to give us health and life and nourishment to absorb in our cells, because most of us are just drinking water. I'm going to tell you guys a testimony that's just absolutely incredible. I haven't even
Come on, give it to me. Give it to me.
So at the women's conference, we have a guy who
Wait, you have a women's conference? Tickets will be on sale soon for 2026. Homesteadinglifeconference.com. We also have a spring conference, and we hope to see you there. We have 2,000 people show up. We get groovy. And look, if you guys want to do homesteading stuff, come to the Homesteading Life Conference.
We're going to have a lot of really good people this year.
Great doctors are going to be there. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have a really bang-up show like no other place on planet Earth.
Now, so you messed me up. What was I talking about? Help me.
Come on, comments. What was she talking about?
I need some matcha tea.
And some fish oil.
No, I was just talking about something important.
You were?
Yes. Oh, I was talking about.
Come on, you can do it.
Help me, guys. Well, I was on a whole thing.
Hold on. I'll go back here to the thing here. Hold on.
Luckily, we can rewind, right? I need some matcha tea. Keep going more.
You know.
Oh, Rodney. Okay, I got it.
You got it. Oh, the structured water testimony.
Okay, so just listen.
That's what it was.
No one should be drinking. Turn it off.
I'm done.
So at the women's conference, we have a guy who does the sound.
Right.
And
Rodney.
So Rodney.
You can't get no respect.
Yeah, Rodney was there, and he had been wanting to get a structure from Tia for like the last conference, but he just never did. So Tia did her whole talk on the water and explaining it. Everyone was like, oh my gosh, you know, because, you know, water is everything. You know, people just think water is just water, but it's not. I mean, water is crucial, and we're not getting
the real water. It's fake water
to hydrate our cells. you know, to fill our cells up, because basically the water goes through, your little cells don't get filled up. And then when they get filled up with this easy water, they kind of ricochet off any bad things that come in to mess with you, and they hydrate you. So Rodney has had some health issues. He had some heart problems. He's had a lot of issues going on. And he started the weekend, whenever we have the conferences, we have free structured water for everyone. So we've had a lot of these testimonies from the whole weekend from these people normally.
Right.
But then at the conference, he was saying that he hadn't felt better. He felt so much better when he started drinking that, and he was not drinking as much.
We had it for free.
He felt like he was like fuller, and he just felt better. And I saw him the other day, and he's been drinking it. He's had his structured water, and he says, my doctor says that I'm, you know, I look really good. Everything is good and all that. And I looked at him, and his skin was very like full, and he looked really good. I'm like, Ron, you look great. He goes, I know. I can't believe it. Who would ever think that water could do that? So he started doing, because he's doing the structured water. He says, I'm telling everybody about it. So if you guys are interested and want to learn more about structured water, go to tmhw.net and, you know, get a structure and see what happens to you. I mean, I can't just tell you, these people are coming up. And when I saw him, I could not believe it. And he's had like heart problems and all this stuff going on. And he says he feels better than he ever has.
Now, Lynn, just get over it, because I interrupt Stacy quite a bit, and all y'all can get over it. Okay. It's just how we roll around here. We're trying to do a lot. We got questions rolling through here. We're doing our live show. You know, normally when we're talking and hanging out, you know, it's not like that, but this is a whole different dynamic. Okay. And then second of all, yes, we do have Black folks to come to the conference. As a matter of fact, they gravitate towards Doug. I have a lot of Black folks that love watching our stuff and talk to us all the time. I talk to them on the phone, and yeah, it's no joke. So, I mean, yeah, bring on your Black self to the conference, homesteadinglifeconference.com. You won't be disappointed.
No.
And we'll have a really good time.
And Dr. Cowan will be at the conference. Yes, he will. We also have so many. Dr. Wolf's son, Sage Wolf, will be there from the DACA Detox.
Yes.
He's going to be there.
And I think he's going to do a class or something too, where he's going to touch people or something.
Well,
like rub out scars
Sandy
or something.
And Tim
it's going to be really good.
We'll have a lot of stuff, health and homesteading. It's all about health and homesteading. So this year is going to be power packed. I mean, I'm just telling you. So get ready. And I'll have more information on that coming up.
All right, y'all. That's it for tonight. Thanks for tuning in every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, as we peel through this stinky onion and we share some of the things that have helped us along the way, some of the current situation, things that we're living through right now, and then, you know, just whatever. Like, we just talk about whatever. This is not some scripted, you know, show where we're just one-dimensional and everything. We are actual people. And we're actually living through the craziest times that we can remember in our history. And we just want to share with what we're learning and how we've been living and, you know, stuff like that. Okay. So if you dig that kind of stuff, you know, just some real people doing some real stuff, then you'll be here every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Maybe you'll join the university and even expand your knowledge of us a little bit more. We're a little more personable over there. I think 2 weeks ago, I shared old pictures of us together and all that stuff because Stacy was busy that night. And yeah, the structured water is TMHW, Tia Murphy Holistic Wellness.net. Okay, TMHW.
And there's a whole other host of things there too that are all very vetted and very good products if you're interested in that as well.
And don't forget, if you order the pearl powder, it is on the way. As soon as it gets here, we'll be able to catch up all the orders. I kept saying it was coming, and it did, and we sent out 700 of them, and now we're waiting for more, and this time we'll be able to catch up. So we got up to September 25th. I know, I couldn't even believe it. So if you ordered after September 25th up until October, just hang tight, okay? We always deliver. And I was overwhelmed by the response for the pearl powder. Once we get that rolling, everything ships within the next day. Okay, we're no joke. We get this stuff right out. Even our candles that we pour ourselves that are actually good for your environment. They purify the air that you're in. We have emergency candles, you know, for when the data center's out your electricity and you get into blackouts.
And the candles are, I mean, I love them.
They're awesome. We've gotten so many comments about our candles and how well they light and how well they smell and how long they last.
Unrefined beeswax. They're wonderful. Everything's natural in them. There's no
soy, no nothing, right? It's all good. We don't want to mess you guys up. We're only here to help you along. Okay. That's the whole reason we started this thing way back in the
Get any presents for coming up? There's lots of stuff you can
Oh
do
yeah, the end of the year is coming up.
Yeah.
Some of you don't want to know about that, but you know, you're celebrating things that you probably shouldn't be.
Bye.
All right, you guys, take care of yourselves. The most capable hand is at the end of your wrist, and we will see you guys on the next one. I know I haven't been putting up regular videos lately.
He's been kind of busy.
I'm really trying, you guys. We have a lot of stuff going on. Maybe I'll catch you up on.
We will. You'll get caught up. You'll get caught up.
Stacy doesn't want to really show you, but I'm going to kind of show you. So, you know, just hang in there. Okay. Things are changing. We're ready to move on to the next chapter in our life. All right. And it includes you guys. So don't go anywhere and don't let YouTube unsubscribe you.
And then just so you guys know, like, you know, when you learn the things that you've learned over time, you can kind of make things better that work for you. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, Jelly Bean.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. We'll see you on the next one.
See you guys.